How's it going, guys? Here's a pickups video and show you what I recently picked up over the last month and a half that I haven't had time to shoot. How's it going, guys? GENO here with another pickups video. And obviously, judging by all the stuff I have around me, I need to do these a little bit more sooner because there's a lot of stuff here. Start with some of the newer stuff that I picked up recently. Arms for the Switch. Cave Story. I'm going for a full Switch set. Might as well start now while it's all coming out. With the new Crash game, which I played for maybe 5 minutes. The Town of Light. I was told this is a pretty good game. What else we got here? Twilight Princess amiibo. And Splatoon 2, which just came out recently. I even got the little glasses here as well. Move on to some more stuff. Some yard sale finds here. Chicken Shot for the Wii. Playground for the Wii. Surf's Up for the Wii. Top Gun for the Wii. Or PlayStation 2, sorry. Thrillville. And Spider-Man 3. And it even does have actually the bonus disc inside as well, which I'm surprised to have that. Some let's see them for a little bit. I recently got some good Master System games. These are a rarity to find in my area. Monopoly, which is kind of common, but Shooting Gallery. Maze Hunter 3D. Global Defense. World Grand Prix, which are all common games, but this one's the best of them all. Penguin Land. I picked them up recently. Like I said, they're uncommon to find in this area. What else did I get here? My buddy Tim gave me this. This is actually pretty sweet. It's Vampire Knight, complete with the gun and everything. Pretty psyched to have this. I love shooter games, and he got this and just gave it to me. He knows I collect, so that's why he gave it to me. I also recently picked up Lethal Enforcers complete. This one is the Genesis version. Pretty psyched to have this one as well. I also got some Sega Genesis games that I got recently. Kid Chameleon. I'm trying to put these somewhere here. Another Captain American. It's good to have. Toki. The NES version of that game is amazing. I hope that lives up to it. Fire Shark. It's a good shooter game. X Mutants. It's like a side-scrolling beat 'em up. Flicky, which I've never played before, so I don't know much about it. Mystic Defender, which is a side-scrolling beat 'em up action platformer. Jewel Master, which I have not really played yet. Marvel Land, which is like I don't even know what this really is. Arrow Flash, another shooter game, pretty good. And Airbusters, which is basically Arrow Blasters for TurboGrafx 16. Some pretty good Genesis games right there. I did pick up an NES game that I needed, Donkey Kong Jr. Math, off my buddy. I'm pretty psyched to have this. Now this is the collection. I actually have the manual for this as well too. So that's another one down. 8 left to go that I need for a full license set. I picked up Bart Simpson and the Juggernauts for Game Boy. Not really a big Game Boy fan, but it was a good price, so I bought it. Battle Arena Toshinden 2 for PlayStation. I love the long box games. Actually going after them all, so it's another goodie to have. Got 2 NES boxes recently. RoboCop 2, the box for to complete, and World Champ, the box to complete. The cards that I have. What else we have here? 2 complete in-box SNES games, Raiden, Triad, Super Nintendo, shooter game, and Magic Sword, which is a great beat-em-up style game. Too much stuff. Not enough room. Need to do these obviously earlier. Like I said, picked up a couple of Dreamcast games I didn't have. Dead or Alive 2 needs a new case. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. And Tee Off Golf. Puts me right over 100 and oh, hold on a second, I'm missing a game here. See, that would be 100 games. I don't know where I put it. No, I'm sure I'll come to it throughout this and find it again. I also got some a PlayStation game I found in the yard sale for $1, Nightmare Creatures 2. Pretty psyched about that one. I got this really cheap off of eBay, Cybercore. I think I paid like $15 for that. So pretty psyched about that. A couple Japanese Saturn games. This is Hayasatsu. I don't know how you really pronounce that. It's basically like a Ninja Gaiden-ish game in aspect. And I got this Soki Yortuno Akana. It's basically it's a shooter game. It's alright. The problem is it's all in Japanese. It doesn't translate, so that's kind of the killer for me on these. But still a good game nonetheless. Else on Saturn that I recently picked up. Some decent ones. Let me get them there. I actually didn't own Madden 98. Well, now I do. It's an odd one to not have, I guess. But I got NHL Power Play 96. I need the manual to this. I'll probably pick it up sooner or later. But the box is there and the disc, so that's good. Baku Baku. It's a puzzle game, it looks like. Virtual On. This looks like a mech fighting game. Looks pretty good. I'll have to check that out. Tempest 2000. All Tempest games are great. Solar Eclipse. Bust a Move 2, Arcade Edition. And Bubble Bobble. So this looks like a lot of fun. A lot of good games here, in my opinion. I also picked up some Sega CD games. That's Sherlock Holmes Volume 2, complete. And I actually picked up the disc and manual of this, and I actually just got a box for Wonder Dog. It's a little beat up, but all these boxes are pretty beat up no matter what you do. I've never seen them perfect. Happy to have them. What did I do here? I actually recently picked these off a buddy of mine. These next couple games. He's been basically siphoning down his collection, and I've been buying stuff for about 4 months off of him. And just gonna show you some of the stuff I got recently. Arrow Wings for Dreamcast. Another Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Ultimate Fighting. Sega Marine Fishing. Jet Grind Radio. Sega Bass Fishing. Real Fishing Wild, and World Series Baseball 2K1. Got them all off of him. And I also got, I'm missing the other game, I don't know where it's at. I also picked up a lot of Nintendo games off of him. And I got another Magic Sword from him. Card only, but that's pretty good to have. I got a pretty good stack of NES games. Super Jeopardy, NES Play Action Football, just super commons. Spy Hunter, it's a good game. Lolo, Shooting Range, Solus, Rambo, Ski or Die, Palamedes, Bugs Bunny, Captain America and the Avengers, Rad Racer, everyone likes Rad Racer, Mystery Quest, Turtles 3, Manhattan Project, it's a goodie right there, Maniac Mansion, Ninja Gaiden 2, great game, Indiana Jones and the Chronicles, Young Chronicles, Star Wars, some baseball, MLB, Lolo 2, Jim Henson's Muppet Adventures, Final Fantasy, Minty, Urban Championship, Stinger, good shooter game, California Games, Jeopardy, Metal Gear, Ninja Gaiden, some Flintstones, the first one, not the second, Alfred Chicken, it's a great game, and I got Best of the Best, cart and manual with that one. So he's been hooking me up with great deals on all these, so I've been just taking them when I can. Next, I want to get into, as most people know, I have a part-time job at GameStop, and I've been reaping the rewards of it because I've been buying a ton of stuff out of there lately to add to my collection, and I can't be happier than with the purchases I've made so far, because I got a lot of great stuff at pretty decent deals for work on there, and I'm gonna jump into some of the stuff that I got out of there. So here we go. I'm gonna start with the newer end stuff. It's a big stack. I got Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn complete at like cheap. SNK Arcade Classics Volume 1. Xenoblade Chronicles. Wild Guns Reloaded. Tekken Tag Tournament 2. 007 Legends. Batman Armored Edition. Deus Ex Director's Cut. Zombie U. Assassin's Creed 3. Lego Movie video game. Sweet Madden game, because we all need that. Monster Hunter 3. Mass Effect 3. 30 great games in one. I'm sure they're not great at all. I got the voice sealed. And I got Pandora's Tower for Wii. I also got Paper Mario Paper Jam from there. NBA Jam, which I didn't have that. General Chaos complete, didn't have that one either. Aladdin, didn't have that one either, surprisingly. Star Wars Jedi Outcast complete. Mega Man Anniversary Collection complete. Silent Hill 4 The Room complete. Xbox Music Maker I got somewhere else. This one I got somewhere else. This one I got somewhere else as well. They're just in here. Star Wars 2 Knights. Got that complete. Scooby-Doo. I got that complete. And I got both Fatal Frames complete. The first one and the second one. So they're pretty good. I also got from there a couple NES games. Wheel of Fortune, Excite Bike, Turtles 2, you know, 3 Super Mario Brothers 2s. Oh, there goes one of them. 2 Super Mario Brothers 3s, Bubble Bobble, Ghosts and Goblins, another DuckTales, Sweet Contra, because Contra is one of the best games, Maniac Mansion, oh, I need to do these sooner, there's too much stuff. Here's some of the games that I got as trade-ins at Too Many Games. Zelda, Turtles, Bayou Billy, and Super Glove Ball. And to finish this off, these are some of the other games I got at the GameStop that are pretty good, without a doubt, I would say. I had a Wave Race 64, Killer Instinct Gold, Super Mario 64, GoldenEye. I also got Resident Evil Director's Cut for PlayStation. Another Resident Evil Director's Cut. That's the big one. Crash Bandicoot Warped. And Legend of Legaia. Or, sorry, Legend of Dragoon. Sorry. Oh, going crazy here. I also got, with them, I got these as well, and this is the good stuff. Marvel vs. Capcom complete. Street Fighter EX Plus A complete. Yu-Gi-Oh complete. Kingsfield 2 complete. Final Fantasy Chronicles complete. Toomba 2 complete. I actually got Toomba 1 complete as well. My buddy's borrowing that right now, so I'm a hell of a nice guy. I got the Spyro Collector's Edition. All 3 of them. And I also got all 3 of the Spyros. Normally. The one's missing the manual, the Spyro first one. That's no big deal. You get manuals anywhere. It's harder to get the spines in the disc. Gundam Battle Assault 2. Ape Escape. Another Resident Evil Director's Cut. Silent Hill, which is stolen off me. I'm glad to have that back. That game rocks. And Marvel Comics X-Men vs. Street Fighter. These are all fighting games now. Street Fighter Collection 2. These all need the manuals, but not a big deal. Street Fighter EX Plus 2. Capcom vs. SNK Pro. Marvel Superheroes. Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. And then these Digimon complete. Brave Adventure Mushisha. Mega Man Legends, missing the manual, and Heart of Darkness. And that's what I got 2 loose discs here for Dreamcast. Crazy Taxi and Soul Reaver I got. And I believe that's about it. Which, like I said, I need to start doing these a little bit more, because that's a lot of stuff just stacked up on my desk for no reason. But thanks for checking out my pickups video for this time, and stay tuned. I'll have another one up shortly because I'm going to two conventions coming up right now, Coleco Retro Game Con, or whatever it's called, in Edison, New Jersey, and Long Island Retro Game Con in Long Island, New York. So check back, and I'll be here to tell you what I got from there. Thanks. See ya.